So now we've completely finished the card screen design. So let's move forward and start building the feeds screen. The feeds screen is constituted of this widget. So it has an image, a description, and a price in here, and the quantity, and a button in here, and a badge up there. So let's get started. So first of all, I will change this index to 1. So the feeds screen will be the main screen. Let's create a new file in the widgets called feeds underscore products dot dirt. Let's import the material package as usual. This one. And it will be a stateful widget. For some reason, you will see it later in this course. So feeds products. It's going to return a container for now. And I will give this container a width of 250 and height of 290. And let's do some decoration for this container. So decoration box decoration. Let's give some border for it. So border radius dot circular. I will give it a value of 6. And let's give a color for it. So color, I will choose the background color of the theme. So of context in here. Dot background color. So this one. As a child, it will take a column that will take some children's. First one will be for the image. So I will introduce a new widget called clip rect. This one. I will give it some border radius of radius 2. So border radius as usual dot circular 2. And I will give it a container as a child. So child container capital C in here. I will give it the whole width. So width double dot infinity. And instead of giving it a height just like that, a simple value for example, we can use something called constraints. This one. It will take box constraints. And in here we can initialize the minimum height and maximum height or width. So I will choose minimum height of 100 and maximum height of media query dot of context dot size dot height times 0.3, just like this. So this container will take a child. So let's add a child in here. It will take an image dot network image. Later we will fetch it from a URL. So I will just copy the URL that we use it in the card in here. So I will copy this one, copy, go back to here and paste it in here. Let's give it a fit argument. So fit box fit dot fit with this one. Now let's add a container for the other widgets. So outer of this widget, let's add a container in here. So container, it will take some margin and padding. I will give it a padding of 5. So each insets. I will choose the left only. So only left 5. And I will give it some margin. So margin edge insets dot only also. I will choose for the left and bottom. I will give it value of 2. And for the right, I will give it value of 3. Let's give a child for this container. So child, I will give it a column as a child. So child, it will take some children's as usual. And first of all, it's going to take some few spacing between this text and the image in here. So let's add a sized box and give it a height of 4. And let's add a cross-axis alignment for this column. and put it to start. Let's add a comma in here. Now let's initialize a text in this column for this title in here. So text, it will take the product description. So I will type in here description. I will choose for overflowing the ellipses or overflow. So text overflow to ellipses, this one. So if the text overflow, 3 points will appear. And I'll give it max line of 2. And let's do some styling for this text. So style of text style. Let's give it a font size of 15 and a black color. So colors dot black and font weight of font weight dot 600. This one, and capital W in here. Now let's add a new text for the price in here. So I will just copy this one, add a comma in here, paste it in here, and add price. I will add a number in here, better. And let's add a dollar before it. So backslash dollar, just like this. And this is going to take a double, so let's add 0.99 or whatever. Let's give it a font size of 18 and font weight of 900, just like this. Now let's move forward and start creating the quantity widget and this button in here. So for that we need a row, and let's add a row in here. It's going to take some children's. First one will be the text, so I will copy this again, paste it in here, change this to quantity, like this. Let's delete this, and let's give it a size of 12 and color of gray and weight of 600, like this. Let's optimize the text in here. So let's add 2 points, add a number in here, just like this. And now let's add the button, this button in here. So let's start creating it. So let's add a material in here. I will not choose a flat button or a raised button. I will choose the material. So let's give this material a color of transparent color. And it's going to take a child of an inkwell. So inkwell in here. It's going to take on tab function, this one. It will be null for now. And let's add border radius for it. Border radius dot circular. I will choose number 18. And we can add a splash color for it, but I will just choose the default color for it. Let's add a child now and give it an icon. I will choose the icons dot more, this one. So just like this one in here, and I'll give it a color of gray color. So this one, and small o in here. Let's copy our class name and return it in here instead of this text. Let's import it and restart our application. So here it is. Let's add main axis alignment to this row and some spacing between both widgets. So let's go back. And here let's type main axis alignment and give it main axis alignment of space between. And let's add some padding for this text in here. So I will wrap it just by some padding. Let's save it. I will choose symmetric and choose vertical symmetric, just like this. Save it. And now it looks better. In the next video, we are going to create this staggered grid view, and I will show you another design. So let's continue in the next video.